Let's look at an example. Our friends and family party project had a top-down estimate of $10,000. This was communicated to us early on in the project, before we had our detailed list of activities completed. Now that we have our detailed list of activities for our project, we can perform a bottom-up estimate. For each activity, we know the following: the activity ID and description, the predecessors, the duration in days, effort in hours, and resources, including personnel, supplies, material, or equipment. With this information at the activity level, the project manager can determine the cost for each activity. For example, if we use our friends and family party activities, we see the first section is for the project plan, which includes the creation of the project organization chart, project scope statement, WBS, budget, schedule, project risk plan, communications plan, quality management plan, procurement plan, and stakeholder management plan. We have determined that the project manager is the resource that will be working on each of these activities. If the project manager's cost is $50 per hour, then to determine the cost of each activity, we multiply the effort hours by $50 to achieve the cost for the activity. The duration estimate is not used in the cost calculation, since this resource is paid for by the hour based on the effort they expend. If the project organization chart is expected to take 2 hours to create, then the cost for that activity is $100. We don't provide cost estimates at the deliverable level. In this example, that is 1.1 project plan, since we will know the cost of the project plan by aggregating the activity costs that are decomposed underneath it. We always estimate duration, effort, and costs at the activity level when doing bottom-up estimating. If the project manager requires software to prepare the organization chart, such as a drawing application, and that software is estimated to cost $100, then the total cost for that activity will be the $100 for the effort plus the $100 for the software, for a total activity cost of $200. When estimating resource costs, it is important to know the skill level of the resource we expect to work on the activities. If the project requires a senior project manager, their cost may be $70 per hour instead of $50 per hour. In addition, a more senior or expert resource may be able to complete an activity in less effort hours than a junior or less experienced resource. This too needs to be considered when a bottom-up estimate is prepared.